Love and kindness. I think that's what we need to work on spreading. It'll do you good for sure. Misperceptions, boy, isn't that today? We got people voting on both sides of the aisle, and they'll argue in the streets and on Facebook, but if they sit down, they'd realize they've got a lot more in common than they do apart. But yet we're polarized. That's what keeps us immobile and hating, because we don't understand each other like we need to. We haven't came together and reasoned together, as the good book says. Reminds me of a story of a man that stopped by a little card shop store, and he purchased 4 boxes of chocolate and 4 bouquets of flowers. He headed to the counter and stood in line. As he approached the counter, the cashier filling her salt, she said, "Boy, I just hate these players. I just hate them." Well, he was calm. The rest of the crowd was looking at him with disdain. He said, "Ma'am, I'll tell you, this first set here is from my mother. My dad passed away, and my mom taught me how to love, so I wanted to reciprocate that to her. This second set here is from my wife, who taught me how to receive and cherish love. Third set's from my daughter. I want to teach her what it looks like to give gestures of love and what it means to be in love and be respected. But this 4th set, ma'am, is for you. Just want you to know that a man can show you kindness, love, and understanding without wanting anything in return." And with that, he handed that 4th set of chocolate and flowers to the little cashier at the counter. As he walked away, the cashier melted. The crowd was stunned. But I think they all learned a lesson about judgment that night. Beautiful to be that person that shows a little kindness, right? Maybe it's that homeless man asking for a couple of bucks. You give him that $2 and a passerby jeers at you, said, "You know he's going to use that for drugs and alcohol and who knows what." Well, we have to understand that Jesus said, "Do it to the least of these." It's not our call what he does in that hour of need. With that little $2, could have bought a cup of coffee, but that's it. I guess we have to understand that it's up to him what he does with that money. If we can give it, we give. Because if we don't, it says a lot about our character, doesn't it? More than even his. So we have to learn to love. I think that's so important. And that's what we're missing today. And maybe it was the blessing of lack of information flow so many years ago, back in those old 1900s.